Good evening, everybody. It's Friday night. It's the last race for High Octane Sim Series of season number 1. Got quite a bit of cars lined up for tonight for the season finale. Parker Collins is your point leader coming into this race. He needs to have a good solid run, as well as Riley Hoots. He needs to have a solid run as well and hope that Parker has bad luck or some kind of mishap to get this championship. I am John up in the booth. Matt is sick. Brody might join us later on tonight. These guys are almost done with qualifying. There is the starting order tonight, folks. Parker Collins is going to be your post hitter. He's going to start on that inside line tonight. Hoots also up here. He's going to start inside the top 5, so that's really good for on his part. Nice qualifying run. Should be a great battle between these two all night. 25 cars have joined us tonight. We'll scroll on through the back here to see where everybody else has qualified. Surprise! Nick Offord looks like he's decided to run. Maybe he had a change of heart. Waiting for these guys to start rolling here. Like I said, 25 cars that joined us. These guys, as always, get one fast repair. Riley's holding up that outside line. There he goes, little tire spin. See, the lights are off on the pace car tonight's First stage ends at lap 45, second stage ends at lap 90. Completion of the race is at lap 160. 4 sets of tires tonight, 1 fast repair, 65% on the fuel.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Let's see what happens. Paulman in that 18, he's going to give Parker a pretty good battle here going into turns 1 and 2. Raleigh Hoots all over the back of the 18 there. Slide up the racetrack just a little bit. It's going to allow trouble. 18's around, 80's around. The 27 is also involved. A big pile up here as these guys have no place to go. Lap 1, and this thing started off in a bang. I don't think some of you our viewers probably got to their seats yet. Just tuning in before we had our first caution. It all started with the 18 of Tallman there. See if we can find Tallman and perhaps see what transpired. It's got all kinds of damage. These guys don't want to start off the race like that, especially the last race of the season. See the 18 there, he's battling Parker right there. I think the 25 gives him a little bump. The 25 is going to go high. That's Hoots there. So Hoots lays off of him. Looks like the 18 gets loose. That's unfortunate. 25 had no place to go. He's going to have to use a fast repair already. A lot of people involved in this one. Looking back, further back to the field on this replay here to just kind of get a bird's eye view. See the people, all these drivers really have no place to go. See some of these guys got their fast repair. Tallman being one, Hoots the other. Bledsoe in that 42. No, it's not Bledsoe. It's 48. My apologies. Lewis, he's got a little bit of front end damage there on his nose. Nick Compton coming down pit road. Are any drivers out there looking to get in on this league? They got an Xfinity Series starting up for season number 2, and as well as the Cup Series. You can get in touch with Keith Fallon, Nick Alford. They can set you in the right direction, tell you what series you'll be in and all that good stuff. Xfinity Series, I don't believe will be broadcasted. Cup Series will will remain broadcasted for season 2. Daytona coming up February 18th. That'll be on a Friday night. Cup Series. Different tracks for season 2. I kind of wanted to go to different tracks they haven't been to yet, that they didn't touch in season 1. Some of them are a repeat. Got Indianapolis still on the schedule. Daytona as well.
Green flag.
Green flag is back out and we are underway again. Much better restart for this front pack here. Keith Ballin, he's going to take over second. He's got battle with the 19. (1909) still battling side by side. 10 coming into the picture as well. Might be a little confused. The 19 is actually John Trainer. He usually drives the number 28 car. iRacing is being iRacing for some reason tonight. Not sure why John is in the 19, whereas he's been in the 28 all season long. So it's gonna get some people confused. These guys a single file. Keith in that 09 car, he's trying to take a look to the inside, but Parker, he has such great runoff corner exit. You can see him using that higher lane right there toward the middle, and that's giving him that runoff. And Keith really doesn't have anything to work with here. Homestead is a higher lane track. I always felt like you get it such better runoff, and when you're down low like Keith is, you kind of got to check up for that car who is on your outside so you don't get into the back of them. It's gonna put John Trainer, he's also in the playoffs. Don't forget, he's needing a solid run. He needs Parker to have some trouble. He needs Hoots to have more trouble. Zach Compton, 81 car. He's slow on the inside. Really, really slow. Let's go back and try to see what happened with him. See him there on that higher line. Got the 42 behind him. Not sure if him and the 42 made contact or what. Oh, he just hits the wall and really takes himself out of contention early on. Still a long ways to go in stage 1. So Zach can definitely get back up here inside the top 10 where he was at earlier. Parker still holding strong with that lead. John Trainer though in that 19 Toyota Camry. He's trying to battle and get this top spot away. Bledsoe and Ballin side by side, battling it out. And here comes that 18. He got loose on lap 1 down the backstretch, and here he is. He found himself inside the top 10, just getting by the 10 car there. He's going to go try to chase down Keith in that 09 machine. That's Tom in there in the 18. 4209, door to door. I believe Bledsoe's going to have the run off. So far, they are still door to door. Keith held his own pretty good on that bottom lane, a little bit surprising. I always felt like I said, the top lane is the place to be. But if you can hold your own and keep that momentum going, you can make it work. And it looks like Keith is doing a fantastic job so far. He's not letting Bledsoe take third away. Just gotta be careful on these tires. 3 wide. And they go back down to 2 wide. That's gonna allow Bledsoe to take third. Keith is actually gonna fall back to 5th as the 18 gets around him. Here comes the 10 car, Medina. Parker has a pretty good gap right now. Still a ways to go to the end of stage 1. Up 45. Pretty good battle side by side with the 18 here. 18 is going to go up to third. Bledsoe's going to try to keep it off the wall, and he does. I believe Bledsoe may have used up his tires just a little bit. That's one thing in iRacing. It's not like on NASCAR Heat 5 where you know what your tire percentage is. They just don't have that here until you take your tires off. Then you can know what percentage you are, but that don't happen, like I said, until you pit, exchange tires. Because when you get new one, they say 100%, and you won't know until you go in and get another set. They might go be down to 60 or 70. It's not going to tell you during your run. So they try to keep it pretty authentic when it comes to tire management, just like in real life. Hoots in that 25, he's starting to come back as well. Just Brian Clark in the 31, he's had a decent season 1. Battle for second between the 18 and the 19. The 18 is going to try to take the second spot away, and he does. He's going to clear John here in the 19. John moves up the racetrack. He's going to go down. Keith slides just a little bit, and here comes the 10. The 10 now has a pretty good run on Keith here, and here comes the 42 with a decent run. You know, I thought Nick was going to race tonight because it said that he registered a race, but I haven't seen him on the racetrack, and it's showing he is out. So he using that hotel Wi-Fi probably, and it may have picked him out, or he just decided to drop out at the last minute. Ride a few laps with Keith here and get a pretty good view of his car. Trying to find the right camera angle here. Here we go. You can see the banking in this track here at Homestead. It's pretty steep. I mean, it's definitely not as steep as Talladega or Daytona, but going through these turns, putting so much weight on the certain parts of the car at certain times. I mean, it's what the drivers actually feel and see in real life. Till Keith's tires are going away, he had to really check up there. Nice job of staying out of the wall. He's gonna try to use this higher line. Pretty good camera angles that iRacing SDK have, and really lets the viewers back at home watching get a different perspective on what these guys go through. So it looks like a fun little pack to be in. You got Rogers, Compton, Derek Line there. A little bit of contact with Rogers and Compton there. 70 and 88 making contact as well. Back out front though, nothing has changed. Parker is still your race leader. He's led all the laps so far tonight. He's led 28. Coleman, he's putting the pressure on Medina here in the 10 car. He's trying to take second away. Not sure how good Medina and Coleman are on this longer run, but Parker's definitely has the advantage so far. He's opened up his gap pretty good, and it's hard to pass here when these guys are using that higher lane. It's so hard to pass. I really wasn't sure if I was going to be able to broadcast here in southern Indiana. We had a nice storm. Knocked out our power for almost 12 hours from yesterday. I think it went out around 4. I literally just got done doing a fixed race at Chicago, the Xfinity Series, and as soon as I got done, the power went out. So luckily, I got to finish it, but was out of power for nearly 12 hours. I came back on at 3 o'clock this morning. Definitely cold. I know it's a big winter storm stretching from Texas all the way up to New York. So thankfully, the linemen got the power restored, and here we are broadcasting the final race of the season. Top three separated themselves a little bit. Battle for fourth going on between Keith and John. You got Bledsoe also there in the mix. Brian Clark coming into the pit wall, as well as Raleigh Hoots there in the 25 car. Pack's cars is really starting to spread out here. These guys are pretty much using up all their stuff. They're just trying to hold on to the stage one. Try to keep the cameras on this pack back here. Seems like where the most of the action is happening out right now. You got the 53 above Rogers there in the 65 machine. Then you got the 70 right behind him. Got Lewis back there as well. Just under 10 laps to go until the end of stage number 1. It's been a Parker dominant performance so far tonight. He has, I think, 6 wins now in the season. It's a pretty good run there on Rogers. He's going to take that spot away, and here comes Rogers fighting back underneath that 8 car. So looking high, using the higher line. Pike as well, putting the bumper to Rogers, and here comes Lewis in that 20 car. He's trying to find something north. This has got a little bit of burn end damage happened. Caution 1 of lap 1. It's minor damage. He didn't need to use a fast repair to fix that. It's just optional right there. It's going to hurt the performance a little bit. See him and Parker running the same paint scheme tonight. They're in that Tiny Dog Racing team. Looks like Shell's going to take this position away pretty easily. Or him and Lewis put up a pretty good battle with each other. We got Pike and Rogers back here. Green flag pit stops. You seen Copton come on pit road. Now, if a caution were to come out now, this would be the end of stage 1. Here comes Parker. He's got a lot of speed. Let's see if he gets it slowed down in time. Medina also on pit road. You can see the signs there. These guys are going to have to find their pit box. It's going to be easy for Parker to do since he's got that number 1 pit box there. Going to come in nice and easy and get a set of tires. Just a little bit of gas. You might decide to get a full tank of gas here and stay out at the start of stage 2. He is away, and Medina with the strategy, he's going to try to take this stage 1 win away from Parker here. Looks like he may have just got a little bit of gas. Maybe right sides. If I had to guess, as quick as that pit stop was. A lot more drivers coming down pit road. See the Rogers there. He's on pit road, as well as Tom in there in the 18. So a lot of guys coming down, trying to get their service done before the end of stage 1. Obviously, they don't have enough fuel to make it. That's why they have to pit now. Derek Line there in the 88 car. Good battle going on. Compton, John, and Tallman.
Caution. Quickly tell me about your car if you can.
That is going to do it. That's going to be the end of stage 1. And Hoots looks like is your stage winner. Perhaps. Let all these guys catch up to the pace car. See where things shake out for sure. Pace car is just not coming onto the racetrack. Hey, Hoots, it's John up in the booth. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you had quite a bit of scare there on lap one, but nice rebound. It looks like you came away with the stage one win.
Yeah, there was definitely some fuel strategy in that. I didn't know if we were gonna make it, but it looks like we got to 31 by just the lap. So that was a pretty awesome break.
Yeah, that's a lot of valuable points there. I thought maybe everybody pitted, then I looked up at the scoring monitor here, and I'm like, Hoots won that stage. I was surprised. Not saying you couldn't do it,
Yeah.
but I just thought maybe everybody pitted.
No, I was watching the standings black box there coming to the checkered there in the stage, and I saw it flip right as they threw the caution, and I was ecstatic.
Well, hats off to you. What a strategy, and that's the way to start off the final race as you're trying to close these points in on Parker to get this championship.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Throw everything except the kitchen sink at it.
All right, well, good luck going forward and the rest of the night, bud.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy the show.
I was a little bit surprised move. I kind of didn't expect Hoots there to win it. I just thought everybody pitted, and I usually miss some people, not on purpose, but just trying to focus on different people pitting at different times. You can't catch everybody, but that was a nice move there, and it played well there for Hoots. He got valuable points that he needed to close this gap in. So now we're going to restart this race in stage two. Tallman is now your race leader. Compton in the 81 car is going to restart second. Third is going to be Parker Collins, and fourth is Riley Hoots there in the 25 car. It's going to be your top four. And 70 of Pike. He is a newcomer. I believe they just got this driver not too long ago. He's up here inside the top five. So it's actually going to move Parker to second and Hoots to third now. Lights are off on the pace car. Always a good sign. We're ready to get this race going again. Compton must be getting an EOL. Something, you can see him there. He was slow there on the apron. If you don't know what an EOL means, it's end of line. Leagues have different rules, or drivers just request to go to the back for whatever reason.
Green flag.
Green flag's back out. Tommins, he's on the throttle, and here comes Hoots and Parker. Hoots is going to be all over the back bumper of the 54 here. He's going to try to take this position away. They're side by side as they come down the backstretch here. Now is go time to make up a few spots, but you also want to be careful on these cold tires. They are loose, car is, and it will snap around on you if you're not easy the first few laps. I heard today, I haven't been on a new next gen car, but I heard today that they have updated it And takes a lot of talent from what I've been hearing to drive it, so I can't wait to try that out in the future. I know they've had the next gen car for a while now. It just seems like he could flat foot it all the way around these different racetracks. So I'm glad that they're finally updated it, got the new packaging that NASCAR will be using. Bledsoe and Pike, door to door, going down the back stretch. Medina all over the back of the 25. Hoots is blinking just a little. Seems like he's okay now. Most of everybody inside the top 10 are single file. Clark's trying to put a move here on the 46 machine. Clark's going to go down low. Easily take that position away. Parker, though, he's all over the back bumper of the 18 where he was, and now he lets off and trying to be smooth. No need to get in a hurry and ruin your night. He just needs to have a solid points night, and he will become champion at the end of this thing. You don't have any trouble. Still a long ways to go, though. Bledsoe's starting to come back to life again. He's putting a move on the 25. The 25 is continuing to blink. For the people back at home watching, if you don't know what that means, it's where the internet or the server you are in does not have a good connection. For the people that play NASCAR games like NASCAR Heat 5 or NASCAR 21 or whatever, it's just all it is like a lag. So it's the same concept pretty well. Pretty good racing going on here in stage 2. You can see most of the field now is single file. It's just so hard to pass another person once you get up here. You really got to be easy, not to try not to get loose off corner exit. These cars can snap around, especially on cold tires. Right now it'd be kind of difficult for it to come loose, but it can happen. Parker lost some spots. He was up here in second. Now he's back here, further on back. Not too far back, but definitely unfamiliar with him. May have cooked those tires just a tad too soon. Parker's starting to try to march his way back forward again. Gets around Keith falling there in the 09 car. Using that higher line, trying to take this momentum and use it going down the backstretch. Some people may be wondering what's up with the yellow on the windshield or the spoilers. It's just to let the guys know who is in the playoffs and who is not. That's all that indicates. Makes it easier for guys who are racing around other people to let them know, hey, this guy's in the playoffs. Maybe I should give him a little bit more room. Nothing has changed out front. Coleman still leads. Medina runs second. Third is Parker. He's a long ways back though from where he was at earlier. Clark, he's trying to pick up another position, trying to get around Heath, and Bledsoe's gonna try to follow Clark here, and he as well. I thought he was going to clear Keith going down the backstretch here, but he does not, and it looks like he does now. So Keith loses another position. Bledsoe picks up a position. Medina now, he's starting to close that gap in just a little bit here for the top spot. See the 18 pushes up the racetrack just a hair earlier than what the 10 car does. 10 really had to get out of the throttle that time so he didn't run over the 18. Side by side, these guys are battling out. The 18 goes a little bit higher, and the 10 clears him. 10, Medina is your new race leader, but not quite yet. Thomas fighting back. He's not done with Medina. He doesn't want to give that top spot back up that easily. So these two guys are pretty much neck and neck. They're even on this long run. I feel like Medina has the preferred line. He's going to have the momentum going down the backstretch. Let's see if he can carry it all the way down through. Tommen has to tuck back in line. Medina's starting to put a gap between him and the 18 now. I just think Medina obviously has the better tires for this late in the run. He took care of his tires just a little bit better, and that allowed him to get around the 18. I want to thank all the new subscribers over on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm trying to get to a milestone of 100 subscribers here pretty soon. Also, you can like and follow the page over on Facebook. I was broadcasting for a league over on Wednesday nights, 3 Wide Racing, but this past Wednesday was my last race. broadcasted over there as I go to night shift next week. So it's kind of bummed I couldn't finish that out for those guys. That was over on NASCAR Heat 5, so if anybody's interested, you can check them out. 3 Wide Racing. .55, he's up here, but he's a lap down. Bledsoe running the 3rd. Clark 4th. Parker 5th. Pike there in the 70. He continues to have a solid night. Hoots, he's also up here inside the top 10. Once again, this field is starting to get a little bit strung out as these tires wear on. These drivers lose control of their car. Really have to get out of the gas. It's all about management, how you can manage your tires on these longer green flag runs. Personally, I have a hard time doing it, even in official races. It's just not sure. Some guys are better at it, and I always burn up my tires pretty quick. So it's something I need to continue to work on as I progress through iRacing. There's the gap between first and second. Medina's is really widening that thing out. Almost a half a second. Bledsoe trying to work his way around the stop traffic here, that lap car. Parker going back by Clark. Parker picks up another position. Green flag pit stops are underway. Tallman, he's in. Let's see if anybody else can surprise us with another late fuel strategy run. Maybe that's what Parker is doing, was trying to save a little bit of fuel. That's maybe why he fell back here. These guys are just a few laps short of making it all the way to the end of stage 2. See Tallman, he was the first car on pit road. There he is now coming off. Looks like Compton, he was also on pit road. Parker's still on the racetrack. Hoots is still on the racetrack. Clark, Pike. Medina coming off pit road. Let's see how it plays out. He's going to be right there in front of Tallman. You guys hear my dog barking in the background. I do apologize. We got a 7-week-old puppy, and my other 2 dogs want to play with him, or sometimes I get annoyed by the puppy. But thanks to my wife, we now have 3 dogs in the house. Yay. So currently Collins is your race leader. He is trying to stretch this thing out on fuel. See Hoots there goes by him. Compton is trying to get around him. Parker's kind of playing it smart right now. He's using the back of the 25 to go a little bit of drive so he can stay out of the throttle a little bit to save some. One thing Parker don't want to do though is accidentally run out. That would be devastating. I thought Parker was going to try to stretch it, and he comes in. He almost hit those barrels that look like they're on the entrance. Here's an onboard view of what it looks like coming down pit road on iRacing. See all these signs. You can change how many signs you want to see. If you only want to see your sign, you can do that. I'm not sure how it is for some of these guys. I know for broadcaster, my point of view, I have all the signs come up. It just makes it more realistic.
Caution. What have you got?
That is going to do it for stage number 2, folks. So if I'm correct here, it looks like Coots may, in fact, play the fuel strategy once again and is your stage 2 winner. Waiting just to be sure. Waiting for the fuel to catch up with the pace car to see how the scoring monitor is going to go. And yes, in fact, Hoots 25 is your stage 2 winner. But we're going to go ahead and bring in Parker because I know it's close on points between him and Hoots. And let's kind of see what's bugging him going through his brain. Hey, Parker, it's John up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
So it's been different strategies. Hoots actually won both stages tonight. Are you concerned any about the points? How close it might be here at the start of stage 3?
Uh, a little bit. But I know we got a fast car, and that those 2 stages didn't go the way we had planned on them going, but we still got some stage points out of both stages. So we just gotta go out there and take better care of tires. I just burned up my set last time and just had no long run speed there. So gotta take better care of our stuff and just keep nose clean, and we should be good.
Yeah, I was watching, kind of he was starting up there. He was second behind Tom, and then he started falling back. And I kind of figured that's what happened. You burnt up your tires there, so.
Yeah, I don't really know what I did. I thought I was doing a decent job saving. I guess I was just burning them up more than anything. So we'll learn from it and go on to stage 3 and try and close it out.
All right, well, good luck to you, bud.
Yep, thank you.
Heard it there from Parker. He done what I was thinking he'd done. He burnt up his tires. It's all about tire management with some of these races.
Hey, John, it's Nick. You got me?
Hey, Nick, I got you, bud. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I thought you were going to race today. I saw your name pop up. I'm like, hey, maybe Nick's going to race. Then I see you're out of the race. I'm like, well, maybe he's not racing.
Yeah, no, I got on there and I accidentally joined as a driver. I just wasn't thinking when I was joining up.
See, that's how much you miss racing.
Yeah, I told the guys during the drivers' meeting, it's been fun watching the last half of the season, or at least the last, the last 5 races or whatever. I really, really miss being out there.
Are you going to be back in time for season 2?
No, I'm gonna miss probably I think the first 2 races. Let me look at the schedule. Um, I'm not supposed to get out of school until the 10th of March, and actually I'll probably miss up to Chicagoland or Talladega because
Right
I'll be on
on.
leave. I'll be on leave until about that time, so I'll be hanging out with the wife and the kids in Tennessee at my in-laws' house.
That's always nice, little family get together and quality time.
Oh yeah, especially after being gone for so much. How's it looking from up here, man? It's nice clean racing from where I'm watching.
I've been surprised on both of these stages. Like, I didn't think anybody was going to be able to save enough. Hoots surprised me in stage 1, and then he does it again in stage 2. So that really tightened up the points battle between him and Parker.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting to see
Green flag.
what the points fall out to be. We won't know until tomorrow. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because I think coming into this race, I might be wrong, but I think Hoots is 14 points back. It's not really a whole lot.
Hoots is 29 points back.
29, okay. I thought he was
Yep.
closer than that.
It's 29 back, which kind of makes it a little bit difficult to kind of take that one spot.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Rogers out. All right, bud,
Oh,
you're a
looks
couple
like
minutes by
Rogers
yourself
is
there on the
around.
field.
Yeah. But yeah, the season's been great. We're really proud of the product that we've been able to put on track every week. Um, Definitely gave a big shout out to all the guys that's helped us throughout the entire season during the drivers' meeting. Definitely, I want to give a couple shout outs on the broadcast. The Compton brothers, they help us every week getting these race photos posted, and makes it a lot easier for me to post the race recaps and race reviews on the Facebook page. Derek Line, obviously, he helped making the playoff banners and this just making a decal layer to where it's easy for all the guys just to add it on trading paints. So many people that has helped us throughout the entire season, just keeping everybody in check and kind of keeping tippers at bay. We got a good group of guys here, and we're excited for season 2.
Yeah, season 2 kicks off here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a little exhibition race, I think next weekend, um, at the Coliseum in the next gen cars.
Yeah, I don't. If I'm not butchering a hog, I'll broadcast it. But I think we're getting our hog next month or next week to butcher, and then I might have to miss another race at the end of February because we're getting a cow.
Okay.
But I'll let you know.
Yeah. But yeah, season 2 is kind of shaping up to be good. We got a bunch of guys that are dropping down from the Cup Series to the Xfinity Series, so we'll be adding a lot of guys to the Cup Series that are brand new. That'll be interesting. We're gonna see how it rolls out running 2 different series.
It's kind of interesting though that some guys want to drop down to the Xfinity. I guess that's better for their work schedule or life schedule, maybe.
Yeah, a lot of it's got to do with their life schedule. A couple of guys just like the Xfinity cars better. Personally, I love driving the Xfinity cars because it's just so much. It's a lot more fun than the Cup cars. The Cup cars are fun, but I feel like the Cup cars are just easier to drive than the Xfinity cars. The Xfinity cars kind of it takes a whole nother level of driver skill set.
Now, have you had a chance to drive the next gen cars yet since they've updated them?
Yes and no, right? So yes, I have, but not on my actual wheel. So I don't really
Okay.
have any feedback with them. You don't get any feedback on a controller, and
Yeah.
so like from what I hear, they're pretty decent. Or iRacing still hasn't updated the package yet, from what I understand. So
Yeah, they updated something today, I think, because I saw on some of the iRacing groups, people were complaining how, like, what happened to the next gen car because it's too hard to drive for some people.
hmm.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really messed with them with the proper setup. So
yeah.
uh, I think the guy to ask would be Keith because I think he runs them quite often.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
I haven't been on since I lost power the other day, and I
how
usually,
was that? Did you get too
uh,
cold? Did you?
oh, it was miserable.
Oh man.
We actually went to town, even though there was ice on the roads. I went like 30 on the highway, and being grandma over here acting like there's the cops all around me. I was going slow. We went to go get food. We went to try to McDonald's. They were closed. Dairy Queen was closed. Long John's. So we went to Wendy's. In that line, we sat in line for almost 45 minutes getting food.
Oof. Yeah, down here in San Antonio, it pretty much shut down. The temperatures got down to like it was 20 degrees this morning. Uh, Being from Virginia, I'm used to cold weather, so it didn't really bother me too much. Um, but it was just kind of shocking to see how an entire city can shut down with just the threat of a little bit of ice, and like even the military base they shut down the base too. It was crazy.
Tomorrow morning when I go wake up for work, it's supposed to be 5 degrees.
Yeah, I don't know about those single digit temperatures. uh, yeah,
That's cold.
yeah. I've never experienced single digits. I don't think, and I don't think I really want to.
Yeah, over here, a lot of us when it gets down that cold, we put our water, we let it drip throughout the night so the pipes don't freeze or bust.
hmm Yeah, we do that in Virginia, where I'm from, and it works. Oh, I reckon.
Oh, 25 hits the 31, the
Roger,
09's involved, that's Keith.
Hey man, your mic sounds like it's a little far away from your mouth again. Just double check that for us, please.
Riley Hoots. Looks like James Brosher got into that. Keith Fallen got into that.
Parker got pretty close to getting involved, but luckily he missed it.
Yeah, I think Parker's doing some tire management here.
Yeah, I talked to him at the start of stage 3, and he said that he burnt up his tires there in stage 2. So he's definitely trying to do something different.
Yeah, I was watching him earlier, and I noticed that he was falling back quite a bit, and I was kind of scratching my head and wondering what was going on, but then I saw him start to catch back up, and he was saving a lot of tires. When I came to the conclusion,
Yeah, because sometimes as a driver or broadcaster, you don't know what's going on with your competitors out there.
yeah, it's definitely hard not being in the car. I've been down in my team chat, so I've been hearing, what those guys are talking about. During the long run, the car kind of gets real tight at a turn 4, and the high lane is kind of where you want to be at to save those tires.
Yeah, you almost want to be up against the wall like Kyle Larson does, and you can use that momentum going down the front and back stretch. I feel like it's when a car is below you, it's the car that's on the bottom. It's hard to pass that car who's to your outside.
Yeah,
If you don't get the right angle going into those corners, and you gotta lift up just a little bit so your car doesn't slide up the racetrack.
yep, you gotta get that car rotated a little bit. So, but I'm about to go head back down to my team chat. I just want to give you thank you for putting on the broadcast all season long, and can't wait for us to keep this partnership going for season 2.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to put down instead of doing the pictures. I've been meaning to tell you, but I think I'm gonna try to get a video going together of how season 1 went. Make it like a
Okay.
video action thing, something different.
Yeah, that'd be great. But we'll talk later about it.
Yep.
Have a good night.
See ya. It's always good to have another guy come in and help commentate, even to just keep a conversation something simple. So it's nice of Nick to come in and do a little chatting with us. Medina is still your race leader. Bledsoe runs second. Common third. Parker fourth. Fifth is Clark. Sixth is Pike. Brody, you got me. You scared me a little bit. I had to see who else came in the broadcast booth with me.
Yes, I do. It's just loading in right now.
Nick just left and you're joining. It's like, huh.
Keeping the revolving door open.
Yeah, well, Matt was going to join, but he's got bronchitis.
I don't know if you want to listen to that.
Yeah, that'd get pretty old. So, that's their last race of season 1 there, Brody.
Yeah, it's good that they got through season 1 with pretty good turnouts every single week.
Yeah, today we had about 23, 24 cars start the race.
Green flag.
It's not too bad for the last race of the season. I was kind of expecting it to be a lower car count.
Yeah, like last race of the season, some people don't have anything to race for, but then again, the only way to get better is to be behind the wheel in the seat time, race against these guys.
Yep. That's how you get better. Well, it's been it, we've had quite a few different leaders. Parker's led laps, Medina's led laps, Tommen's led laps. But surprisingly, not so surprisingly in a way, is Hoots has won both stages on fuel strategy.
I feel like that's gonna be who wins this race is on fuel strategy too, unless there's more cautions.
Yeah, most definitely.
Whoever can save the fuel and also save the tires.
With less than 50 laps to go, these guys will have to pit at least one more time. I would say, anyway, because some of these guys had to pit around 40 to 45 laps. But if the caution falls right, it can definitely help your strategy in a way for trying to make it on fuel.
Yeah, I mean, if people try to short pit it though, and the caution comes out a little bit later, it also can ruin your strategy.
Yes, for sure.
Just one of those things that no matter what you do, if you do it at the wrong time, you're gonna be like, man, I should have did this or I should have done that. So it's all a big gamble. The only good thing is it's not like it's a casino where you are losing money.
Yeah, that's very true. Like most of these guys are single file, kind of trying to ride this one out. We've had one big caution though on lap one, stage one. I'm not sure if he was watching or not, Brody, but a lot of cars got involved in that one.
I was not. I actually turned it on about lap 18 is when I was able to. Is when I turned it on and I saw a couple people were out already. I was like, oh, well, I wasn't sure if it was a little bit of an accident or if there was, or what happened.
Yeah, it was a pretty big accident. One of the drivers got loose and collected a car, then a lot of the other drivers had no place to go. It was like a mini Talladega wreck.
That's the one thing on fresh tires. These cars are usually really loose.
Yep, that's what I've been saying all night. The tires, they're stop loose on corner exit really easy, especially here at Homestead.
all it is trying to figure out how to drive it when it's really loose, and then not to burn the tires down, being super loose off the corners.
Battle for the lead is Tom, and he's trying to get past Medina there in the 10. They had a pretty good battle earlier, and Medina eventually got around Tom in on the longer run of tires. I wasn't sure if he was going to join or not. I thought you might. I know sometimes if you're not doing nothing, you'll come on in at some point in the race. So glad to have you.
Yeah, I mean, and also knowing that this was the last race of the season, I was like, I have to stop in at some point tonight. I just been busy with work and all that, and I was like, I have to make time for, at least for the last race, to stop in for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I think Nick was in here for like 5 minutes, then he went back down to his team chat. And
I'm just curious to see who that first person is to come on pit road when that window opens.
yeah, it's been a bit of shakeup. Earlier, Tommen was the first one on pit road, and it's just been different drivers. I think it's gonna come. I think it'll be Parker. If I had to guess, I'd say he'd be the first one to pit.
Yeah, I'm either thinking it's going to be Parker or it's going to be Hoots again to try to get that fuel strategy. With being caught up in that last wreck, though, he might stay out a little bit longer. If he's got some more damage that he needs to get fixed or anything like that, too. Hoping for another caution while someone's getting off pit road or something like that, too.
Yeah, you can see further on back in the field, some of these guys are running that higher line. You almost got to run that Kyle Larson line and get around here and try to get all the speed you can to get going down on pit road without speeding.
Yeah, and hopefully there's no one around you. But nobody else gets caught up in anything either. Get someone not to let them know that they're pitting or something like that and cause a big accident.
No, in a couple weeks, February 18th, the Daytona 500 is back for season 2 for this league.
That one I will not be at. I am out of town that weekend, unfortunately. Plus, I still have to. I'm still slacking. I haven't even bought the next gen car yet either. So
Oh, you have it?
no, I am. I keep planning on it, but I just never get around to it. I end up just running the Xfinity cars and
I
going that route.
Yeah, apparently I don't know, but I saw something today on one of the iRacing groups that people were complaining about the next gen car being updated because they can't flat foot it all the way around the track now. It's too hard to drive, I guess. I don't know.
I'm
I haven't driven it in a while, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they got rid of these cars though instead of just keeping them on. That way, people don't like the next gen cars. That give them something that they can still race instead of being in an Xfinity car or a truck.
Yeah,
I
and
figured until they got it updated, where people got used to it a little bit, that they would keep this one on there. But it could be one of those things. People complain enough, and they'll just bring this one back for a little bit.
yeah, you never know. I don't mind the next gen car. It just takes a little bit getting used to. It's got 5 gears in it. I know you haven't bought it yet, but it does have 5 gears. So
Yeah, like that's like I've been watching people use them and stuff like that, and like that's what everyone complained about to begin with was that oh you can just flat foot 85% of the tracks. Like well, that kind of defeats the purpose, and now you said people are complaining that now it's too hard to drive. Well, at some point you have to find the happy medium where you're just gonna people just need to learn how to drive them. Just put the seat time in and figure it out.
yep. Some of these guys are gonna figure it out. This takes a lot of time and practice if they want to be good at it.
Son, and like might have some people coming down to pit road here.
Yeah, it's Tom in there in the 18. He's coming to pit road. He's Fallen in the 09's coming. Pike in the 70. John Trainer in the 19.
So that meaning the window's open for sure for them. Now I'll just see how long the other guys stay out.
Thing of it is, do you want to stay out longer and have fresher tires? But right now you're losing time to the guys who just pitted and have fresher tires. It has its own flip coin to it. You know, it's what do you want? Fresher tires now or fresher tires later?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it has to come down to how fast you burn them up.
Yep.
If you know you can hold off a few extra laps to get them, you could do 5 laps and have 5 laps fresher at the end. As long as you don't burn through them, then that's what's gonna happen. But if you end up burning through them faster, trying to run them down, well then you just defeated the purpose of staying out those 5 laps.
Yes. Exactly. Derek Line in the 88's in. Medina, he's in. Collins is in as well. Parker's actually going to pull away from Medina. That number one pit box really helps him out here.
42 hitting this time.
Once these cycle out, that's what I'm curious to see where these guys are at. This one, I don't really see how there's any time that you could take 2 tires at all to make it work either.
Yeah, I think 2 tires would be a bad call this at this racetrack. If there were maybe a handful of laps, 20 or less laps or less, then I would try it. But right now we still got 25 laps. I just think that's too much.
Yeah, I feel like if you wanted to try, you would have had to try to get a stage win out of it and see how it was. And if you could hold off the people that took 4 tires, or run down the people that didn't take any tires, or something like that. But like you said, being with 25, 24 laps left, it's just a little too long. I would, if it was me if there was like 10, 15 laps, then I would think about it. But even with 20, I still feel like those last like 7, 8 laps, you would just be losing way too much time.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I think it just kind of, you'd have to go back to trying it early on in stage 1 perhaps, and see what your left sides would look like once you took them off, to see if it would actually work in stage 3 or not. That's just one of those learning tools I think you'd want to try early on in a race.
Well,
That's going to bring out a
You got your
yellow.
release mark correct coming into pit road? Yes, I do, sir.
I'm not sure what happened there.
No, it wasn't on purpose. Crap. You're gonna tell me you hit the wall 3 times and that's not on purpose? Got loose on me.
Bledsoe was slow. Let's see if...
Just spun the tire.
Riley, how hard did you start clapping your hands there? Dude, my fingers were crossed for about 5 laps.
Gets loose.
I pitted and I was like, man, I should have stayed out with them.
Saves it.
Good call, dude. Nice call.
Yeah, Alan Bledsoe brought that yellow out.
Eli, come on, we gotta catch this stuff, bro.
They're in the 42 car.
Sure. Gosh, dang, that sucks! I had a car that could have won this.
I just watched the replay in his cockpit. He definitely spun the tires. It wasn't on purpose. Was not on purpose.
Well, that's going to work out in the favor of Hoots. So we'll have to re-rack them and stack them and see how this thing plays out. So currently, Keith Fallen is your race leader. Wilson in the 46 is a lap, 2 laps down. So these guys also up here, Lewis and Line, laps down. So
Yeah,
these
it's
guys
just,
will take the wave around more than likely.
Good season. Missed a few because of work, but thanks.
Well, Mr. Line, looks like you got the best of the rest. I gave it a shot. I'm on the bottom here, 8.
I just really wonder how close these points are going to be at the end here.
And I thought they were a lot closer than they were. Nick was saying that Hoots is 29 points back.
Oh, yeah, that is unfortunate.
So, I guess I looked at the points wrong. I looked at the wrong points coming into this race.
Yep, was running in the top 5.
Yeah, I saw that it was
at the
29 back,
worst.
but I don't know how they work their stage points and stuff like that, because that could tighten it up a lot quicker.
Yes.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
Parker's going to drive it hard to the inside of Hoots, and Hoots is going to go up the racetrack, gets loose, saves it. Parker spreads second now.
Jason, I got pushed down.
Riding on board with Parker, he's all over the back bumper of the 9, takes it to the outside, door to door. Keith isn't giving it to him easy. Keith has not won a race all year long. His best finish is 3rd this year. Parker's going to take that top spot away with just around 20 laps to go tonight. Be 15 laps to go next time by. I think even if Hoot's winning those stages, Parker wins this race, that should lock himself as the season 1 champion, I would think. I just don't see there's enough points to be gained off those 2 stages right there. Because Parker also finished inside the top 10 in those 2 stages.
Yeah, I think Hoots needed, with that caution to come out, he needed Parker to be a lap down and not get the wave around and try to put him back there a little bit farther to have a chance. But I'm like you, I don't think there's enough points between them to where Hoots could get up there, and I mean, if he did get the win, there's not enough spots that Parker could fall back far enough unless he got into a wreck.
Yep. It would take a wreck, couple wrecks, really, because you got that fast repair, but it'd take...
Yellow.
Oh, another yellow on the racetrack.
We good?
Looks like it started with the 8 car. He just gets loose here in the corner. Thing gets around on him. Locks up the brakes. Keeps it off the inside wall.
Put 10 people
Exactly.
on the
Why are you
lead
racing
lap.
them so hard if you're like 15 laps down?
Well, they did to me all season, so who cares?
What? Who did what to you all season?
Everyone raced us hard, so what's the difference now?
It's 15 laps down. You're racing me like you're, for the lucky dog or a flop.
Yes, because all season long, he was going to lap down. They raced the leaders real hard. So what's the point now?
Makes a lot of sense.
I haven't wrecked you, have I? No. Okay, you're good then.
Oh, but I'm trying to race for position, and you're like racing me like you're racing me for position.
Everybody's entitled to run their own race, regardless of how many laps down.
Great shit,
I wonder
brother.
if Parker's gonna pit here.
I understand that, but there's a respect level. You know what I mean? Like,
I
if I'm
feel like
15
if he
laps down,
doesn't, I feel like everybody behind him is gonna come.
Yeah, I agree.
He's in the worst spot right now because he has to decide, and then whatever he doesn't
Driver
do, I feel like everybody else is
does
gonna
it.
do the opposite of him.
I mean, that's just the way it has to be.
Yeah, it's almost like a sitting duck at this point.
I mean, hell, the entire field will lap down. What's the point now, right? Anyway.
Wow, bit surprised no one really came in.
No,
I thought these guys would do the opposite of what Parker done, just to try to get fresh tires or something.
Unless they're expecting one more caution here. Even then, by that point, there'd be no point even coming down.
Yeah, you'd run out of laps at that point.
And granted, there's only 10 people in the lead lap, but still. Getting back in traffic would be wouldn't be fun. I mean, if I was up there, I would have been coming down pit road with them all staying out.
Yeah,
If you got the tires, you might as well use them.
yeah, these guys only got 4 sets of tires, so I'm kind of not sure if anybody has any sets left. But at this point in the race, if you have a set, why not go ahead and slap them on for this little bit of handful of laps you have left? Especially if you're back there in 8th or 9th anyway, you're not really going to lose a whole lot. You might gain a few spots.
Those are the people that you said 8th, 9th. I mean, I would even if I was like 6th, if I have them come down, slap them on, try to see if I can't steal my first win of the year. Yeah, it might not mean anything because it's the last race and it's not for the points, but a win's a win for the season.
Hey, Zach Thompson, are you still in this, are you still out there driving? Hey, Compton, are you still out there driving 15 laps down?
Yeah. I mean, everyone else can. Why can't I?
Guys, there's like 10 laps left. Can we just finish this race?
Apparently not. They want to biscuits our night.
No, I was trying to find out whether.
Here we go.
Green
Parker
flag.
takes the green flag. Has a nice little cushion between him and Medina. Guys are making moves, trying to get all they can with these last 10 laps of the race. Compton and Trainer battling it out. Pike and Keith
Ooh,
battling.
another caution.
That's gonna bring out another yellow on the racetrack.
That was the 32. Not sure what happened. I just saw that he was spinning into the inside wall.
You know, at this point, these guys are getting irritated with these late cautions.
That going to be OT?
32 comes up, makes contact with the car out to his outside, which is the 53. The 32 goes spinning around to the inside wall.
That going to be overtime?
Probably.
Guys are trying to catch up with the pace car.
I think the only acceptable finish here is for somebody just to absolutely send it on Riley. Or not Riley, Parker.
Why?
For the drama, the storyline.
Yeah, Zach, I wasn't complaining about it. I was just trying to figure out whether to go back on track or not.
Green top's coming on.
Still battles for position, even for 16th.
Apparently not. We just gotta take it to the hauler, you know.
He's trying to get those extra points, make sure he makes the banquet.
Yeah, but you guys know exactly what.
Some of these guys faked it, but don't see anybody else
Thank you. That's
coming
exactly
down
what I'm
pit
talking
road.
about. These guys want to be little fucking wise asses.
Alright, guys. Last fucking chance, man. Stop. Drop it. Every single driver on this track has the ability to race their own race.
I'm surprised. They must not have any sets of tires left, because I feel like somebody would have came down and slapped those things on to give it a shot. But then again, they know how loose that is for the first handful of laps too.
Yeah, it may not be worth the risk either.
Cause like you gotta get through about 3-4 laps before it doesn't want to snap around as bad on you. And this will put them into the green and white checkered as well.
Yes, it will.
Hey, line, can I wreck you now?
It's been a long race. Been going at it for 2 hours now.
I prefer not. I like that you had to go put any laps down.
But it's so easy right now.
See if the lights come off this time. They do, so they're gonna get
I got a
double
fresh car,
file.
fresh tire.
How many more cautions do you think are going to happen, or are you going to finish this the first try?
I think this is gonna be it. Seems like these guys are heated. I think this is it. These try to stay calm, finish out these last few laps.
Green.
I'm thinking we're going to have one more caution. Somebody's going to do
That was a
something.
fun checkup.
Parker has a great run. Looking to come take the white flag this time by. White flag is in the air. Keith is trying to get underneath Hoots to take third spot away.
How does it matter if they wreck?
All right, jackass.
Nick Compton getting loose. He saves it.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Well done, Nick. Congrats, man. You deserve it.
Parker Collins
And Parker, good run, dude. Good racing with you.
picks up another win. And I believe he's going to pick up the championship as well.
I gave everything I had.
This doesn't count.
Go ahead and bring Parker in. Let him finish his burnouts. Congratulations, Parker. Another race win. Points will be official tomorrow, but he should be your season 1 champion.
You know he's going to burn it down until it blows up.
Yes. Hey, Parker, how's that burnout treating you?
Oh, great, man.
Another win. Should come out as a champion for season 1.
Notice that
Yep.
we're doing a burnout on the backstretch because
You
I win.
held off
Abby.
Medina there in the 10 car pretty good, and you was able to
Almost
save your
had
tires
it.
though at the end of the race like you couldn't do in
Yeah.
stage 2, so
Probably could have.
heck of a nice rebound there from you.
Up in there with him.
Yeah, it was definitely a uphill battle all race. But I was able to kind of figure it out there towards the end. Man, I don't even know. It's just super awesome. Really proud of this whole team and everything we've been able to do together. A heck of a season. Couldn't have done it Just out a better group of guys. Rye, Darren, Alex, all them guys. They're super awesome teammates. Man, it's just super, super awesome, man.
Well, we just heard you blow your engine. I'm bored with you, so
Yeah, I had to burn that puppy to the ground. Ain't taking it back to the shop this time.
oh, sir. So, season 2 starts in a couple weeks. I'm sure you're trying to go back to back.
Yeah, that's the plan. There's gonna be guys coming in who are gonna be uh forced to reckon with, but I know what we got. I know we got winning cars each and every week, and let's go out there, keep our foot down for season 2, and yeah, try and go win some more races.
All right, well, Nick's in here. Nick, do you have anything to say to Parker?
Yeah, Parker, just on behalf of everybody in the admin department at Haas, congratulations for winning season 1 of the High Octane Sim Series, man. You did a great job. You killed it all season. It was definitely, I had a lot of fun racing with you the first half of the season. Wish I could have been there to kind of give you a little hard time.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. You were really, really good. I remember that Richmond race where
Oh, the one you broke my heart on?
yeah, man. I had my heart broken that entire race. I went from like the back to the front 3 times that different race, that whole race, and it was a super fun season. It's an honor to be the inaugural winner of the series. I can't wait to do it next season.
Absolutely. So, thanks for having us with you. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Heck of season.
All right, Parker, you want to give well, he got off, so we'll go ahead and try to bring in Medina. See if I can find him on Discord real quick. Here he is. Hey, David, it's John and Brody up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hey, so you finished second tonight. You had a really good race, one of your better races all season. You ran good last week and led a lot of laps tonight.
Yeah, the car felt pretty good even from yesterday from some practice that we did. Just had a good balance on the car. It was really set up for a long run, which is what I figured we were going to get here. So felt good all day. So good finish for the end of the season. Would like to have a couple more laps there to see if I can do anything with Parker. But he's just been dominant all season long, and it would have been nice to try and really race for the win there. But congratulations to him, just a phenomenal job. He's the cream of the crop here, so it was good to be able to stay with him and race him hard.
Are you one of those guys who is coming back for season 2, or are you going to step down to the Xfinity series?
No, I'm going to stay here. I enjoy racing the cups, and I enjoy racing with these guys. So I'm going to be representing Hammer Time Racing and our gaming out here in the Cup Series next season.
All right, well, good luck to you, and job well done tonight.
I appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to all my teammates over at Hammer Time Gaming, and shout out to all the admin guys that put on this. They do a great job, and then you guys, man, I want to thank you guys for the broadcast you guys put on every week for us.
No problem, and good luck in the future, bud.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Riley, it's John and Brody in the booth. You got us?
Yes, I do.
Hey, third ain't too bad. I know it's not what you wanted, but you had a great season 1. I'm sure you got a lot of momentum you want to carry into season 2 to try to go get your championship for next season. What did you need out of your car more to come away with the win tonight?
I mean, I felt like as the race went on tonight, my car definitely got better. The pace improved a lot. I feel like I had enough pace there to compete. Maybe with the 54, I felt like I could have gotten around the 10 if I had a few more laps, but it was that restart right before the last one where I restarted on the front row and I got loose and lost my track position, and I think I burned up my stuff a little bit trying to get around those guys and get back to where I was. But certainly a great season. I would have liked to have had some more W's. Next season, I'm hoping not to finish second to Parker quite as often. But it was a fantastic season. I gave him everything I had tonight, but it just wasn't enough after last week's finish.
Well, you do have one or two wins this season. Wins are not easy to come by. This different leagues have a different skill level for each group of guys, and this seems like this league in particular has all types of skill levels from beginner to expert, and you're right there toward the top. So I think
I
next
appreciate that.
season, you'll be up here having more wins.
Yeah, I would like to think so. I'm looking forward to it. And thank you guys for broadcasting this season. We appreciate you.
No problem. Do you want to give a quick shout out to anybody before you let you go?
Just a shout out to my teammates for the constant support and keeping my head on my shoulders. Especially last week, I got really upset when I threw that one away. But my teammates are awesome. Matt and Alan and James. I appreciate all of them.
All right, well, we'll let you go, and good luck going forward, bud.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
All right, well, season 1 is in the books. Parker Collins comes away with another victory. He is your season 1 champ. Season 2 begins in Daytona, February 18th. That will be on a Friday night, same time, so just a couple weeks away. Road, it's been good. Love having you up in the booth, and hopefully you can come up here more often in season 2.
Yeah, I should be able to. My schedule starts winding down a little bit in March, so hopefully I can start coming up some more and get to watch some of these guys give Parker a run for his money.
Yeah, it'd be definitely interesting to see, and I know these guys are looking forward to it. I'm sure that they're already practicing at certain tracks for season 2 to just to get better at if they struggled at some. But that is it. I have to get off here. I have to work in the morning, so we will call it a night. Good night, everybody.